Right, so boss, I thought we'd have a little recap of, maybe look back at last year a bit, maybe look forward a bit, and maybe we didn't speak last week, so maybe a bit about what we had, a bit of stuff going on now. First of all, we haven't got a game today.
No, we were really disappointed. The players are disappointed, obviously, and you know, to be fair, we've had this COVID situation. We've been lucky at this club; it's not caused any problems until now. So maybe we've been lucky. I mean, I've got to say, Horsham were first class about everything because they've had the same situation a few months ago, I think. So they know, what we're going through, and it's it's disappointing for everybody. It gives us a Saturday we don't want off. Can't train Tuesday because of the COVID rules and that, so straight away off to Wrexham next week. But it's not the best, and now I can go Horsham midweek, but can't be helped. There's nothing we could do about it. We have got quite a few cases of COVID in the squad, I'm afraid, but so there'll be, obviously the timing of it isn't too bad for the Wrexham, so they should all be back for that.
Obviously it's not ideal, but you're going to end up with, I think pretty much every club in the league, in the country is going to end up with a COVID outbreak at some point, aren't they?
Yeah, so they are.
We're probably better off in that we're part-time and not all together all the time.
Yeah.
But at some point, so everyone's going to have it, and no one's calling Saturday games off on a whim because no one wants to push those into.
It's not like I think we've only got we've got a squad of 18. We've got 2 out injured, 2 or 3, but that's nothing. This time of year everybody's got people injured, so it's not like we're trying to use an excuse not to play the game. We were desperate to play, and we're buzzing at the moment, and disappointment. But let's move on.
And obviously moving on, then we've got Wrexham next week. It's going to be a 5:30 kick-off live on the internet. How easy has that been to organise? And
I think you know my answer to that. It's just been a difficult week, really. Obviously linking in with the COVID and this Wrexham thing has been going on and on to try and get that rectified, that we can keep everybody happy. And I was a bit worried at one stage it could have been a financial loss that we couldn't really cover. Now it's all, pleased to say, it's all been sorted out. Yeah, it's going to be a long day for the players, but hopefully we can reward them with some bit of finance as well to them, to help them out, thank them for all the work they're doing. But it's going to be a long day. I think it'll be a 7:30 leave and get home about 2 o'clock in the morning, but that's got to be done. So again, it'll be a great ground to go to, and I think once we get there, and we'll be right up for it. Can't wait.
Yeah, obviously it's not ideal. I put the news out yesterday, and it wasn't the news anybody wanted. We were still getting replies, why can't it be switched? Why can't it be switched? But I don't think there was ever really an option.
No, and never even come. Why would you switch? Why would Wrexham want to come here? No, that was never going to be.
We've got a lovely church. We've got a lovely.
But they're never going to forfeit that. And to be fair, after last year with the trophy being behind closed doors enough all the way through, so that was never going to happen. So I knew that wasn't going to happen. So no, it's resolved now. It's done. Let's just go there and really look forward to it, and looking forward to seeing the lads again. Actually, so we did 2 weeks before we were seeing them all.
Obviously, at least people can watch it. They're not going to be having to read it on the Twitter feed or even restricted to highlights or whatever. They can watch it live in a sense, even though it's only going to be on. Yeah, certainly it's not
ideal, but it's better than what we thought. And I say financially, it's going to be okay now, and hope we can move on and get the game and really look forward to it.
And hopefully just get through and pick up a big draw in the next round.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, well, we thought Wrexham was a good draw at one stage. It's become an absolute.
About 10 hours, it was a perfect draw, wasn't it?
Draw, and it's been disappointing, but no, we'll give it a right go next week, and hopefully people can watch it on their streaming. But it was a shame that we couldn't take people up there. That was disappointing, but nothing you do about it. And you know what's been going on in the country, and you just got to learn to live with it and move on.
Yeah, I know I've spoken to a few of the lads, and I know they're maybe not going to they haven't got a crowd to back them, they haven't got a big home crowd to play in front of them, maybe quieting down or annoying, whatever sense, but I think they still seem to be quite up for it and raring to go.
So I've seen pictures of the ground, and I went to I had been to Wrexham's ground once about 50 years ago because my relations used to live up that way, and it was a right dump then. But you look at it now, it looks a a good ground to go to. So hopefully players will have a great day.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when we walked out of the ground at Eastleigh, it looked like, I thought, oh, no, they've put a plastic pitch in here over the summer, because it looked that good, and the facilities there were brilliant. Wrexham at the same level, and that, I mean, that's a Football League standard ground.
Yes, yeah.
We've got another cup draw as well. A trip to Chichester a couple of days after that. I don't think you're best pleased with the journey.
No, I thought it was unnecessary, really, from the league point of view, not to regionalise it even more. They said it's regionalised to north and south, but I didn't realise when I spoke to my secretaries about entering the competition, because you could drop out of it, that we would finish up going quite that far at this early stage of the competition. I thought they would have made it Kent based or whatever, to go that far on a Tuesday, but what'll be will be, and we'll get a side out and go down there.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly not ideal. just coming off the back of Wrexham either, is it? It's like...
No, and then we've got the Worthing, they've got Horsham to arrange, and they're going to be down that way. So, yeah, but we'll get on with it.
I mean, it'd be nice. We discussed it earlier. If more regionalised competitions like that, they make it easier for fans to get to games and take some of the travel stress off.
Yeah, dead right. We go that way, and there might be 50 people there at staff, really, when you could be playing somebody in Kent and have 300 or 400, and it'd look better for everybody, wouldn't it? But that's their choice, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Obviously, we haven't got anything about the Kent Cup yet, but that competition you're looking forward to coming up?
I don't mind it too much because it's local, again it's regionalised, so at least when they're going out somewhere, and we want to play some of the younger lads in those competitions, we want to do it right in them, but we will just do, we'll just take, as managers say, every game as it comes and see where we are, but obviously the league is the main thing really at the moment.
If we go back to the start of the year then, we obviously were in lockdown when 2021 started, but we were doing work on the ground that had begun the year before. The ground's come on quite a long way, and it's as you said plenty of times, it's impressive how it is now, and it seems like lots of people are coming down here on a Saturday afternoon or Tuesday night on occasions and really enjoying it.
Yeah, I think I was talking to Hastings the other day, actually, my friend Hastings, and he was involved there, and it's very similar to that. They're getting great crowds. People are, I think, looking at this standard of football rather than going to London at the moment with everything and the COVID situation and everything else. I think they've come along to our games, and Hastings, I used an example of getting great crowds as well, and I think they realise what good football it is. It is a good standard of football. And I think people have enjoyed it, and that's why they've kept coming along. They've not, we've doubled our gates that we used to get, and they've not dropped off. They've carried on. So these people are coming along and enjoying what they're seeing. So absolutely delighted.
Yeah, obviously we're averaging just about 800. I think we would be 800 if we hadn't had to play in that storm against Bishop Stortford, which put a few people off. But I mean, you said to me the next thing we want to do is maybe hit 4 figures, and hopefully for the next couple of months, once the games start getting a bit more. There's a bit more jeopardy on them, and you get towards the end of the season, maybe we hit 4 figures, and that'd be a big milestone for the club.
It would. It'd be, I used to watch Folkestone in the 60s, early 70s, and to get 1,000, there was always about 1,000 then, and to get it back up to there is a great credit to this club, and the hard work that people have put in, pushing the club, and I think it's, absolutely delighted.
Now, I don't know about yourself. I get the feeling that maybe it's easier for us. Well, we have a difficulty in our location in terms of recruiting players, maybe sometimes, or something like that, because we're out of the way. But the location we're in means that we have a town, and that town can almost get behind the team. You can almost be jingoistic about it. Well,
because I mentioned Hastings there, the same things happen there. They're a bit tucked away, a bit like us, and I think people are getting behind their local team, and we've sold every single match sponsorship, every player sponsorship sold, signs all around the ground, and it's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Speaking of the ground, what can you tell us about plans we've got going forward?
We're looking at getting hopefully we'll put in for another grant to improve the ground. That's all I'm going to say, and hopefully we'll have some news about that shortly, and that'd be push it on again, and we want to keep getting this ground better and better. And what you've got to do though is make sure it's grant money, because you can't be spending money that you could be using on the team. You know, it's got to be a separate identity of the money. You know, so if we get Grant to do these jobs like we did for the floodlights and the terracing and on the top there, then that's great, because you're not using money that we could use in the team. It's completely separate.
Yeah, there's no point having the best ground in the world but no team, or vice versa. You get the best team in the world but to play on the park on a Sunday.
Trying to get everything the same, you know. We don't lie, we'd love to have a millionaire come in and plonk it into the team, because then your team would just push on as well and that. But for the money we pay, we've got a good team, a very competitive team, and a great bunch of lads.
Yeah, I know you've spoken. I wouldn't want to beat on about potential recruitment, but you did speak when we were nearly there with a couple. It is difficult to get stuff over the line, but we've got a great squad, a group of lads. I mean, I see them every week, and they're, I think, more together than I've ever seen them. Yeah, no, they're good lads, and we get on well. We were good, quite knit. Yeah, we haven't got a big squad, but then players know they're always going to be involved. You could bring people in who you're going to leave out, or you're going to let go. Then, you know, it's and it's not easy, because it is where the catchment area is the hardest thing. It's not just the finance, it's the catchment, because to be fair, the better players are most likely London based or North Kent based, so that they'd want extra money to come down here because of the travelling. But I think we got it right. We have got it right. We've only got to see, we're still in the trophy, had a great FA Cup run, second in the league. I mean, unbelievable. As you say, with the catchment area stuff, half our catchment area is effectively the fish.
Yeah,
and they don't have two legs to play with.
No, it's hard. It is what it is, and that's why I'm so proud of where we are with everything, and how the bars are doing so well, and just everything's just been. It's been an incredible sort of journey over the last year. Yeah,
I know how difficult the bar can be. On Monday, I got up here after doing interviews, and there was no vodka left, so.
No, I know my wife runs the bar, bless her, and she don't get paid for doing it, but she does an absolutely brilliant job. She's absolutely turned it around. And this bar up here, where we are now, never used to make any money. And now it's going to make us thousands, so that's how much we've improved everything.
Back at the start of the year, I put a little photo up of you doing the painting down here, getting it all ready for opening.
Yeah, I don't mind. If anybody knows me, I can't paint for toffee, but you know, it's just, she has made it a lovely bar now, and it's packed out every game. And Stripes Bar Invicta is doing so much better as well, and hopefully we can get through this sort of difficult time with the COVID and that, and because obviously things are being cancelled or put back. Let's hopefully the next couple of months we can get through that and just keep pushing on, push the club on.
Speaking of the improvements we've had up here, this is now the classroom for the academy.
Yeah.
Things going really well with them.
Yeah, we've always that's worked well. It was hard work to get it going. It's worked, and we've already got people being recruited for next year's academy. So we're actually having 2 academies sort of running and two levels. So that'd be brilliant. It's good for the development of the club, and financially it's good. So yeah, so it ticks all the boxes. It's been very, 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 very well.
And we've already had one lad who's made a couple of appearances come out of the academy. He's obviously with the 18s as well, so credit to both systems.
Yeah,
come on, he's even scored, and he's one goal a month for December.
Oh, good, bless him. Yeah, no, it's good. So that's what you do it for, to see if they can get to our level. It's going to be, you know, him and Luca done well, and it's going to be hard for them because it's a very good stand to be played. But if they work at it, you don't know. And go back to what you're talking about, the League Cup and the Kent Senior. Hope we can get them a few more minutes in them, and hopefully next year pre-season they'll come along and get more minutes, and we'll see where they're going.
And you mentioned Bar Invicta as well. Obviously we've done the work over there, and people seem to really enjoy that. I can see from the scaffold tower there's generally people scattered across it on a match day, which I don't think many of them can see certainly any of half the pitch. Probably a struggle to see, but they seem to be quite happy sat there and enjoying themselves, enjoying the food, enjoying their drinks, and as long as the weather's nice, it's nice over there.
Yeah, it's nice. I think people do appreciate how, again, you know, it wasn't a nice area then. We've cleared that all up. We put great big water tanks in as well behind the main stand that we're now looking to think how we can use that even better, utilise that better. So there's a lot of things going on there. We've got new goals and new nets for next season as well. They're already here. We were going to try and put them up now, but we'll leave it till pre-season. So we're all trying to progress the best we can, you know, and I think we've got a club we should all be very proud of now.
I remember when that work got done over at Bar Invicta. It was a quick very quick turnaround, 2-week project. But credit to the lads that did it. It was right. We can open in 2 weeks. Got it done, and it was perfectly open.
Yeah, no, it was. Just keep saying it's been great. It's very easy to get somebody to put loads and loads of money into something. But as I said before, these are all grants, and to be fair to Jim Bellett, he's sat there and he's doing his paperwork, and he's the one that got the money for the floodlights and other things like that. They all credit to him. He does a lot of work that people don't always understand.
And on the pitch, we start off with maybe pre-season. Everything went well there, didn't it? We got decent crowds down here for the pre-season games. Like the weather was lovely, and couldn't have gone much better, really.
The whole thing's gone. You couldn't have really made it up. We're winning the home games. We're getting quite a few goals, and everything we're doing is so far gone right. There's obviously going to be a hiccup somewhere along the line, but had a great FA Cup run that everybody enjoyed, and so still in the trophy, and it's just it's been tremendous, and being a local club, I'm so pleased that it's progressing. You
say we've had runs in the cup and the trophy this year. It's not something that's regular.
No.
To be fair.
No.
I mean, the cup run ended maybe sooner than we would have liked it to. Very close to going further, but that surely give you the taste for, again, give the team the taste as well for we'll come back here next year and go one further maybe.
Yeah, I think it showed that we shouldn't fear anybody, and we go back to the Wrexham game, let's not fear them, let's respect them, but let's not fear anybody. Let's just go out and enjoy ourselves and give everything we can, and I think that's why the fans have kept coming. They can see that we try to play good football best we can, and play it for attacking football as well, score quite a lot of goals, and I think all credit to the players that how they do everything really.
Yeah, he brought Addy back this summer, and got Dave obviously who brought in last year with him as well, and they're both firing goals left, right, and centre, and having their own little competition.
Yeah, they're good lads. I mean, they're a handful, and then those two play well. They take some stopping there.
And you notice it when, say, Addy dropped out at Margate last week. You can notice when he's missing. He's been a real quality addition to the squad.
Yeah, so he's been very good, and obviously bringing Ryan Johnson in gave us a lot more experience, and missed a few games, and Super Mev came in, so he was alright, bless him, and obviously 38 or whatever he is, he's done he's gone in and done a great job. Obviously it's hard for him to play every week now, but he's a good person, and I must give a lot of credit to because I'm sat here now being filmed, but I've got to give a hell of a lot of credit to Michael Everett and Roland Edge. They've been great. They have a big say in how this club's run and on the pitch and everything, because I get so involved in everything else, that they have been tremendous for me. I've been very lucky to have them.
Yeah, you beat me to it. To be fair, I was going to come on to that. They play a big part in everything you do and decisions you make and stuff. But I know you tell me sometimes to interview them because they deserve a lot of the credit. I still think sometimes it's because you don't like doing the media so much. But I always try and make sure I do one of you as a coaches and a player, if not two, maybe even more. But they do a lot of work. I see the work they do. I get Mev texting me sometimes, have you got a video of this or that, so you can have a look at it, and wants to see if something's offside or where a player was or whatever, and put a lot of hard work in, and hopefully that's where you're seeing it come good out on the pitch. Yeah, I think people don't realise they have a big say in the team. We pick how we play and everything else. It's not just me. It's we sit in the office before the game and go through what we're going to play and how we're going to play and who's going to play, and they have a big say. And if those two want somebody in and I don't, I go with them. That's how it works. It works well. We all get on well, and we've all got different opinions, and they deserve a lot of credit. And to be, from my perspective, it looks like you've got almost three different perspectives there. You've got yourself. Mev is on the pitch as well with the lads at the time. Edgy's got a real background in professional football, played at a high standard and stuff. So you've got a mix of ideas there to give you, when you want to come to that decision, to give you maybe the best decision possible. Yeah,
and I think we try and keep it quite simple for the players. I think at non-league you want them just to go out and enjoy it. That's the main thing. They enjoy it. You sense that thing. If you overcomplicate things, then I think that becomes a problem nowadays. There's too many people, I think, in football overcomplicating things, you know, and let's keep it easy and let them enjoy it and be free spirits on the pitch. And I think, you know, you can see the quality of people like Alfie Paxman and that. They're, you know, class players, you know, and you can see that when they're not confident, they're not as good. When they're confident as he is now, really, really good player.
Yeah, I mean, he's been outstanding this season. There's not a player I don't think you could pick that hasn't been outstanding this season, to be fair, but Alfie's been one of them. JV has started picking up goals now as well.
Slowly go through it. We don't let many goals in. We're scoring goals. Tim had had an injury, then he came back and won man of the match award. So you just go through the whole team. Ronnie Dolan runs midfield, and you just go through it. I mean, even like people like Jordan Wright, Jordan's been great since he's come back to this club. You know, he's very lucky sometimes not being picked more often. He's been excellent. Yeah,
well, we've used 2 different systems this year. I spoke to JV about it I think back after Hartley Whitney. What was you thinking behind the 2 different ones at different stages?
What players you have, because we haven't got a big squad. You sort of get into the stage of what you've got at that period of time, you know. So we went to Carl Shorten and actually got mullered because I think they knew we was going to play our 3-5-2 and their wingers we couldn't cope with. So we changed after that, and since then we've gone on a good run again. So both systems have worked. I think both systems have worked. That's why we're second in the league.
It always feels like you can change things up, as well as having especially with lots of players that are quite versatile. You know, you've got maybe Jordan that can play all the way down either side of the pitch. Yeah. You know.
But not long ago we had a game out here. That team played a diamond, so we had to go and push Kieran in to stop that. So that became a 4-4-2 technically. So we are very lucky. The lads are very quick. We're a very experienced side now, and we can quickly change things in a game to make us a little bit stronger or better in a situation. You've got some very intelligent players, even like people like Ian Draycott. If he's not playing, it goes on. Intelligent footballer, you know, and Matt Newman, they're intelligent people, Callum and all that. So you can quickly sort things out. You can change things quite quickly during a game. So that's a great thing to have. In our now, we're a very, very experienced side now.
I mean, not only experience, they've got a lot of experience with each other as well, and of the level they're at. Yeah. So they've experienced absolutely everything, and that I mean, I know from doing the media that I see a lot of clubs that will have players come in and out, and not knocking that, but so sometimes I think maybe it'd be nice to have a bit more news sometimes to put out on that front, but. We don't have that. We've got a very settled squad, and they know each other very well. And you think they'd be out there. I mean, they could probably spot each other as hairs on the back of their heads. They know each other that well. I
get a lot from other managers. Like, you're so lucky to have them players. And you look down the list now of how many games these people have played at Folkestone. It's absolutely amazing, really. And that's why they gel so well, because they know each other, and I think they are. I really do think they're proud to play at Folkestone, and that's good. That's what you want. People who want to put the shirt on and have a go. Yes, they earn money out of it, but they seem happy, and that's the main point.
I think some likes of JV and Mev probably know every blade of grass out on that pitch by now.
Yeah, they've been again great servants, and people like Friendly and Chaps and that who played for them before, they were great, and been very, very lucky here. And as one of the players said, it was a bad egg in this club, they'd soon be gone because the players wouldn't put up with it, So we are close-knit people, but once they get here, the players, they enjoy it, and not many of them want to leave, so very lucky.
You say not many of them want to leave. Most of the ones that leave do end up coming back.
Yeah, I think they realise it's not too bad, and sometimes you can't blame them for leaving to see what it's like somewhere else and that. But no, as you say, it's great. You get people like Addy and Kieran and that, and Noel Drake's has left, and Mev has even left and come back. Matt Newman left, but they came back, So. We can't be that bad a club, can we, after all?
That's what I'd say. If it was so bad here, they wouldn't all come coming back, because they're not coming back for the weather. It's absolutely tipping down today.
Yes. No, good bunch, mate. Thanks everybody for coming along to the games, and please keep supporting the players. They deserve it.
Cheers, boss.
Thank you.